The World Poker Tour is a series of international poker tournaments and associated television series broadcasting the final table of each tournament. It was started in 2002 in the United States by attorney television producer Steven Lipscomb, who served as CEO of WPT Enterprises, the firm that controlled the World Poker Tour up to November 2009. In 2008, the WPT started offering bracelets to its event champions. Players who won a title prior to the release of the WPT Bracelet were given one retroactively. In November 2009, PartyGaming announced its acquisition of the World Poker Tour from WPTE for $12,300,000. In December 2014, World Poker Tour announced an alliance with WPT, agreeing to license products and services on an exclusive basis in more than a dozen countries across Asia. In addition, WPT received the rights to use the WPT logo and trademark exclusively in Bhutan, Cambodia, China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Laos, Korea, Nepal, Macau, Malaysia, Taiwan, Thailand, Philippines, and Vietnam and operate on PokerMonster.com. In June 2015, the World Poker Tour announced that it was acquired by WPT International Holdings Limited for a price of $35 million in cash. Television. The year-round WPT television show, building on the annual broadcast of the World Series of Poker, has contributed to the poker boom in American homes, in local casino poker rooms and online. The key sponsors of the WPT are casinos and online poker sites. The WPT television show, which is syndicated internationally, features commentary and analysis by World Series of Poker Bracelet winner Mike Sexton and actor Vince Van Patten. Interviews and sideline reporting are provided by a female host. Shana Hiat served as the show host and sideline reporter in its first 3 seasons. Courtney Frell took over the host role for the 4th season, and Sabina Godecki for the 5th. Layla Cayley and Kimberly Lansing began serving as hostesses in season 6. Poker player and reporter Amanda Letherman was the host for season 7. Kimberly Lansing returned as anchor for seasons 9 through 11. Lynn Gilmartin assumed the anchor role for season 12 and remains the current anchor for season 13, airing on Fox Sports Networks. Following the November 2009 acquisition of the World Poker Tour by PartyGaming plc, the new owners have added a second series of televised WPT events under their Party Poker brand name. This series has, to date, focused on televising the European stops of the WPT. Mike Sexton continues to provide commentary, though he is partnered with Denmark-based American commentator Jesse May rather than Vince Van Patten. The role of female show host and sideline reporter has been served by a number of personalities, often from the country where the event is held. One exception is Canadian-born poker player Cara Scott, who has served as host for a number of the Party Poker branded telecasts of these European WPT events. In 2014, the World Poker Tour launched a high-roller tournament series, WPT Alpha 8, broadcasting on Fox Sports 1. The series features commentary and analysis by Ali Nejad and Olivier Busquet, with Lynn Gilmartin serving as anchor. Background. The tour had its debut season in the latter part of 2002 and early part of 2003, climaxing with the WPT Championship in April 2003 at the Bellagio in Las Vegas, Nevada. The first season aired on the Travel Channel on American cable television in the spring of 2003. The show made its network debut on February 1, 2004 on NBC with a special Battle of Champions tournament, which aired against CBS coverage of the Super Bowl XVII pre-game show. The Travel Channel aired the first 5 seasons of the tour. In April 2007, WPTE announced that the series would move to GSN for its 6th season in the spring of 2008. The first WPT tournament to air on GSN, the Mirage Poker Showdown, debuted on March 24, 2008. In July 2008, WPTE announced that the series would move to Fox Sports Net for its 7th season. The drawing power of the WPT, and most other poker tournaments, is that anyone who can pay the buy-in, or win a satellite tournament is able to compete against the top professional players. In 2004, the World Poker Tour created a Walk of Fame, inducting poker legends Doyle Brunson and Gus Hansen, as well as actor James Garner. The first 3 seasons of WPT are available on NTSC DVD. A series of spin-off tournaments, titled The Professional Poker Tour, began filming in 2004. Broadcast of the series was delayed, which was partly due to a dispute with the Travel Channel over rights. In the fall of 2005, WPTE announced that a cable channel had withdrawn from bidding for the PPT series, and that WPTE was negotiating with the Travel Channel to air the series. On January 30, 2006, WPTE and the Travel Channel announced that they had dismissed all open lawsuits. The series began regular broadcast July 5, 2006, but was suspended after 1 season as WPTE couldn't find a television home for a second season. An interesting side note is that only 4 players finished in the money at least once in the first 8 seasons of the World Poker Tour. These players are Phil Hellmuth, Eric Seidel, Mark Siff, and Surinder Sinar. Club WPT. In 2008, the WPT launched a new product called Club WPT. It is a subscription-based club where members can pay a monthly fee to play in tournaments that award over $100,000 in cash and prizes each month. Commentary: the show's hosts, Mike Sexton and Vince Van Patten, sit at a booth near the final table, providing commentary and occasionally interacting with the players during the game. However, their specific comments about hole cards are recorded after the tournament takes place because gaming regulations prohibit them from observing a live feed of the hole card cameras while on the set. Sherman Act lawsuit. In July 2006, 7 poker professionals sued WPTE, alleging violations of the Sherman Antitrust Act, the California Cartwright Act, and intentional interference with contract. The professionals allege that WPTE's standard release forms, required for participation in WPTE events, are anti-competitive and designed to interfere with their contractual obligations to other companies. The anti-competition claim is based on the fact that WPTE's contracts with the casinos that host its tournaments bar those casinos from hosting non-WPTE poker events. The claim of interference with contract is based on the release's claim to perpetual rights to the players' likenesses for any use WPTE wishes. The players claim that this would put them in violation of other contracts. Hatcham and Raymer dropped out of the lawsuit before its eventual settlement. Settlement equals. In April 2008, WPT Enterprises, Incorporated settled with the 5 remaining players of the lawsuit that was brought against them. Chris Ferguson said about the settlement, "We are happy to have come to an agreement that is fair to all players, and to have put in place a new release that clears up ambiguities in how players' images may be used. We are especially happy that this new release will apply to all poker players who wish to participate in WPT tournaments and events." WPT Ladies. In January 2008, the WPT announced a set of tournaments for women, known as WPT Ladies. The first season had 5 events, with buy-ins ranging from $300 to $1,500. Nancy Todd finished first in the Ladies' Championship with Vanessa Selbst finishing second. There are currently no WPT Ladies events scheduled. WPT Walk of Fame. The World Poker Tour Walk of Fame is designed to honor those poker players who have played the game well at the highest levels as well as those who have promoted the spread of it through film, television, and literature. In February 2004, the World Poker Tour Walk of Fame inducted its second members at the Commerce Casino in a ceremony before top pros and celebrities in town for the World Poker Tour Invitational Poker Tournament. The induction ceremony was staged on the doorstep of Commerce Casino. No new players have been inducted since 2004. The original inductees were Doyle Brunson, Gus Hansen and James Garner. Player of the Year. While the winner of the season-ending WPT World Championship is deemed that season's WPT champion, the WPT also determines a Player of the Year to recognize the player who achieves consistent high finishes in WPT events throughout the entire season. The Player of the Year is determined by a points system, with the player who earns the most points each season being named the WPT Player of the Year. The season-ending WPT World Championship is a points-earning event for the Player of the Year calculation. Through the end of Season 9, no player has been named WPT Player of the Year and also captured the WPT Championship. The closest to date is Season 7 WPT Player of the Year Bertrand Grospellier, who finished third in that season's WPT Championship. Point system equals, during the first 8 seasons, only the 6 players at the final table in each open event, plus the last player eliminated before the final table, earned points as follows: winner 1,000 points, runner-up, 700 points, third place, 600 points, fourth place, 500 points, fifth place, 400 points, sixth place, 300 points, seventh place, 200 points. Starting with Season 9, the point system was adjusted to recognize the number of entries and the size of the prize pool for each event. Generally, 10% of the participants in each event will finish in the money, so the system now gives Player of the Year points to all ITM players. The maximum number of points awarded to the event winner are now scaled to the size of the prize pool, with 600 points to the winner of an event with a prize pool smaller than $500,000 and 1,400 points to the winner of an event with a prize pool larger than $4 million. The season-ending WPT World Championship, no matter the prize pool, also starts at 1,400 points to the winner. The system still operates on a descending scale, though the scale provides a minimum of 50 points to all the bottom ITM players in any event. WPT Player of the Year, by season equals, the players earning WPT Player of the Year honors have been, Season 1, Howard Lederer, Season 2, Eric Lindgren, Season 3, Daniel Negreanu, Season 4, Gavin Smith, Season 5, J.C. Tran, Season 6, Jonathan Little, Season 7, Bertrand Grospellier, Season 8, Faraz Jarka, Season 9, Andy Frankenberger, Season 10, Joe Sirok, Season 11, Matthew Salzberg, Season 12, Mkulpa Ujar, Season 13, Anthony Zinno. Tournament results, World Poker Tour Season 1 results, World Poker Tour Season 2 results, World Poker Tour Season 3 results, World Poker Tour Season 4 results, World Poker Tour Season 5 results, World Poker Tour Season 6 results, World Poker Tour Season 7 results, World Poker Tour Season 8 results, World Poker Tour Season 9 results, World Poker Tour Season 10 results, World Poker Tour Season 11 results, World Poker Tour Season 12 results, World Poker Tour Season 13 results, World Poker Tour Season 14 results. Record winnings. The largest win in a WPT event is the $3,970,415 paid to Carlos Mortensen for winning the season-ending WPT Championship for Season 5. Regular events progression of the highest payout through the history of the WPT, starting with the win by Gus Hansen in Event 1 of WPT Season 1. Entries have declined post the poker boom, with no increase in highest payout for a number of years. The highest has not increased since an event in 2007. WPT Championships each WPT season culminates with the $25,000 buy-in WPT World Championship. Deal: a fictional WPT Championship match is the setting for the 2007 feature film Deal. Sexton, Van Patten, and Frel play themselves, and a number of other poker professionals and poker-playing celebrities are reportedly in the cast. The WPT set was shipped to New Orleans for filming following the Season 4 championship. References. External links, official site.